I will destroy you! All of you!
Hey guys, my name's Jay, and welcome back to the Canadian Crypt. I hope you're all having an amazing week so far. I know I am. I recently just received a last-minute acceptance to a massive video production course that I've been trying to get into for the last 5 years. For those of you who don't know me personally, I've had a passion for video production that started from a very young age, going all the way back to elementary school, where I would take these spring break video production courses, and then when I got into high school, I took video production all throughout high school. I actually got so good at it that they asked me to be the peer tutor for the younger grades. Long story short, I was known as the video guy. So I'm extremely excited to start that in September, and speaking of being excited, I'm very excited about today's topic because we're going to be talking about a massive part of my childhood, and that is the band Kiss. It all started back when I was about 9 or 10. I was watching this episode of What's New Scooby-Doo. It was the episode where Scooby and the gang went to this Halloween Harvest Festival, which was headlined by Kiss. Now, this was my first exposure to Kiss, and not only was I intrigued by the visuals, but I instantly fell in love with the music. Shortly after I saw that episode, my dad gave me his copy of Kiss Asylum, and this sent me down a rabbit hole, and I became a lifelong fan from that day on. And over the years, I've seen Kiss a handful of times, and I've accumulated quite the collection of Kiss memorabilia. But I think my favorite additions to the collection are the Kissology box sets. Most specifically this one, Volume 2, which includes something that I used to watch religiously as a kid, and that is Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, also known as Kiss in Attack of the Phantoms, depending on where you watch it. But before I get into my review, here's a short history or Kistory of how Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park came to be. Now, when you think of the 70s, a few things come to mind. Star Wars, Atari, bell-bottom jeans, and the dreaded bowl cut. But little could compare to the popularity of Kiss at the time. From action figures to lunchboxes to bubblegum cards to the tongue-lubricated Kiss condoms, Kiss was everywhere. They even created their own comic book, which was a collaboration with Stan Lee and Marvel. There were even rumors that there were traces of blood from each band member mixed within the ink of the comic. Kiss was truly on top of the world, and in 1978, their manager at the time, Bill Aucoin, thought it was time for Kiss to finally have their very own movie. The Beatles had a hard day's night, it only seemed right that Kiss would have their own. So they decided to team up with animation company Hanna-Barbera. Yes, the company responsible for cartoon classics like Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, and the Jetsons made this film a reality. Members of the band had gone on record to say that the film was sold to them as A Hard Day's Night meets Star Wars. So does the film live up to that description? Kick back, pour yourself some cold gin, because we're about to hit rock bottom. This is Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. The film starts by introducing us to Sam and Melinda, a young couple with big plans to get married and start a life together. Sam is actually working at the park to save up money for their life, but he quickly goes missing after he stumbles into a secret passageway. Fast forward, we are introduced to Abner Devereaux, the animatronic engineer for the park. Due to declining ticket sales, Calvin Richards, the park's owner, comes up with a plan to book Kiss for a series of concerts with the hopes of regaining some of his lost revenue. This ends up taking away from Abner's research and development funds, and ultimately results in him losing his job. Well, obviously this doesn't sit well with him, so he decides to come up with this devious plan to sabotage the park and smear Kiss by creating evil clone versions of them who wreak havoc upon the park and its staff. Oh, did I mention that Kiss has superpowers? Because of course they do. I just want to start off by saying that everything I'm about to pick apart, I do as a Kiss fan and a fan of film. Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park is a mess to say the least. Not just because of the story, which is all over the place, but you can tell that they used a lot of filler to extend the runtime, and with a title like Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park, you'd expect Kiss to be the main draw, but that just really isn't the case here. A majority of the film is focused on Abner Devereaux and his descent into madness. Kiss doesn't actually show up until about the 35-minute mark, and when they are on screen, it's mostly footage of them performing or walking around the park with a few cheesy fight scenes thrown in. Not gonna lie though, those fight scenes are amazing. The sound effects are hilarious, the special effects look like they were made in Microsoft Paint, and the use of body doubles is extremely obvious. Apparently due to the frustration of having no other lines other than mixed with his alcohol abuse problems, Ace decided to storm off midway through the filming of that scene. But Ace Frehley wasn't the only member of Kiss to be difficult during production. Apparently Peter Criss never showed up to do his voiceover work, so they actually had to bring someone in to overdub every one of his lines. To be honest, the acting overall was painfully bad. With the exception of Anthony Zerbe's portrayal of Abner Devereaux, that was the only performance that really carried the movie, and I'm pretty sure he was the only one with actual acting experience prior to the making of this film. So to wrap things up, Kiss Me's the Phantom of the Park is far from a great movie. However, it does border the so bad it's good territory. One could even argue that it's reached cult status. But I need to know, what are your thoughts on Kiss Me's the Phantom of the Park? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Have you even seen it yet? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, that'll be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit it with a like, and if you're brand new to my channel and you dig what I do, why not consider subscribing? It really helps a small creator grow. So with that being said, embrace the fear. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay scary.